are far too many people and too much choice.
I mean, I don't want old-fashioned things, but I want something suitable for my age.
It has to kind of, appeal to me, like it has to really stand out.
Going to one store to make it fit perfectly, and then you might go into another store and find something that you really like, but it just doesn't fit right. Because a lot of things seem to be tailored to like one sort of plastic mannequin shape, and I'm not that shape.
Of course, the agonising thing about shopping in the high street is that most of us do not have the ideal body for which clothes are designed. But why should that stop us from looking just as gorgeous as the perfectly formed? Perhaps the answer to our prayers is that growing fashion option, customisation. It offers attractive, wearable, affordable clothes made to our own individual choices and delivered to the door.
In former times, only manufacturers could really produce goods, and as consumers we had to buy what they thought we want to buy. With Create Your Own, every consumer should be enabled to really create her or his own product.
You can be different from the other people, and you can really go for your own design. You can be your own fashion designer.
It's something that once you've done it, you never want to go back, because it is really, it's just so more satisfying to have something that exactly corresponds to your desires and your wishes.
So, can anyone create their own clothes and designs? Emma likes to be on trend, but she's not a standard size. So it isn't easy creating a wardrobe that works for every occasion.
This is what I tend to wear every day. I love jeans and I like different style clothes, I like bright clothes, I love vest tops, and I love this top because it's just a different shape and it's quite loose. And I wear flip-flops quite a bit as well, I do like them. This one is my favourite dress. Always loved it. I love the length, I love the shape, I just love the dress. It looked really nice on the hanger and it was really bright. I wore it once and then realised that it just didn't suit my shape at all. The bow, not for me at all, no.
The real gap in Emma's wardrobe is smart wear.
At a push, I used to be able to wear things like this for work, but with my new job, I really need something that fits really well and is smarter, more formal. Not too much to ask, is it?
Emma has found a website offering tailored garments from different European labels, and she's sharing it with a friend.
Profile, and then on your appearance, it asks you specific things like body shape. Oh, and hair colour. Brown. Skin tone. Well, I'm quite pale, really, aren't I? No, they do trousers and skirts as well to match. You just make it all so everything's specific to what you want. Well, I'll have a look at jackets because I need something for work. It's the pinstripe blue. Oh, you can choose like your own details and stuff on that.
As well as getting style advice, you can see how the clothes look on your own shape.
Oh, I'm really pleased with that. I can build myself a whole new wardrobe now.
Once the customer has made their choice, the outfit will be made up by one of a host of small suppliers across Europe. These companies compete to offer the best in fabrics, styling and fashion details in the fastest possible time.
Good design, high quality and speed are tough orders for small firms, especially where costs have to be kept down. But now, advances in fashion technology make it all possible. Smart new tools are helping fashion producers sharpen their competitive edge.
Digital printing has really revolutionised how we put print onto fabrics. So one of the things that we can do is we can combine our pattern cutting with our decorative print design. So we can scan the pattern pieces for a garment into the computer, and then we can engineer the patterns to those garment pieces so that as we print we can make a very efficient use of ink, and we can match up those pattern pieces. We can be much more efficient in how we create a garment.
Now it's possible to produce gorgeous one-offs or short-run designs relatively cheaply, just what the Create Your Own market demands. Shoe design is also an area where new technology has speeded up the process, and it allows designers to use their creativity to personalise the product.
The haptic arm allows me to manipulate the 3D object on screen, and I can use the pen in a very intuitive way. I can push against the virtual surface of the object and feel resistance from the motors in the arm, so I can actually feel the surface of the model and cut away with it by pressing down on a button. So I can very quickly and intuitively reshape a model.
The result, unique heel designs, in a fraction of the time it would take to model them by hand. The European Commission is keen to help the fashion industry compete with the Far East, so they've set up several pioneering projects aimed at small and medium-sized businesses. The Open Garments Project and the Survive Project are encouraging these firms to take up the opportunities offered by e-commerce and the new technologies.
We are looking for the champions. We would very much like the champions to participate directly in those European projects, and then once these champions have established themselves in the market, the rest will follow.
In Belgium, Bivolino is one of the pioneers of customised shirt making. As part of Open Garments, they've taken advantage of European funding to develop new products. Their latest range features highly original designs by contemporary artists.
We selected with them some piece of art they would like to give to the customer, to the consumer, to create their own shirt. And it's an all-over shirt like the one I'm wearing, or it's in fact only the cuff or the collars. And this community of artists, we are going to grow, to let it grow, and to give the community of people the possibility to create with those artists' ideas and work.
Abstract artist Kees Andresen is one of Bivolino's most popular designers.
I often work with poets and musicians. I get a lot of my inspiration from music and poetry.
Creating fabric designs for shirts has led to new challenges for Kees and new solutions, particularly in the way he uses white space, a central feature of his work.
The use of space in my work is different now, a different experience. I have to think of how shapes can be cut from the details of the design and finally be brought together into something that still adds up to a fascinating whole.
In London, Jason is browsing for his dream shirt, and the Bivolino Arty range has caught his eye.
That's cool.
When he's found a design that appeals to him, he specifies his size, the shape he prefers, and every detail of the styling. Once the order's received, networked inkjet printing and cutting technology ensure that Jason's shirt gets made and delivered as soon as possible. Back in London, Emma's order has arrived after just 2 weeks.
Well, my suit's here, so I've finally found a solution. It fits beautifully, and I just feel so much more confident at work.
Ten days after ordering, Jason gets his custom-made shirt.
So how do I look?
Here in Britain, an area of clothing manufacture that's really taken to customisation is sportswear. But who'd have guessed that one of those firms owes its success to a sport that's rarely hitting the headlines?
Netball has some 75,000 players across the UK. Not an Olympic sport, sadly, but still a substantial market for a clothing firm that just 10 years ago was looking to reinvent itself. That firm became Team Colours, and sisters Lucy and Sarah are the third generation to go into the family business. They love netball, and now they can design and wear their own kit.
My grandparents started in manufacturing many years ago, and they manufactured clothing for mail order for catalogue companies. This got threatened by the Far East when they were manufacturing in large quantities. They were outsourcing from the Far East, so we needed to find more of a niche market which we could cater for. So bespoke clothing was the way to go.
Located in a peaceful English village, Team Colours now shares a former brewery building with dozens of other small enterprises.
But it's got an internal bra, so it gives a bit more support for the...
Rosemary, Lucy and Sarah's mother, is the managing director, and she first got the idea of making bespoke netball clothing. Now they've branched out into many other sports and expanded from mail order into e-commerce.
You can place your orders on our website by selecting which sport that you'd like to order by clicking through onto the sport, and then you've got all of the products available under that sport. You can choose to add printing or embroidery to the garments so that you can have your own team name or logo. But if you're a bit more creative, we also have the designer tool available. It starts off with a blank canvas where you can choose to colour in your kit, so you can select the colour and click on the picture, and you can actually see what your kit's going to look like before you order it.
When Team Colours bring out a new design, patterns are created in the traditional way, and these are used to make the first sample. With the help of the European Survive project, the firm's been able to invest in new machinery. Now it's a simple case of digitising the patterns and printing them ready for sending to the factory. Team Colours designers also use new technology to create and print original logos onto the garments. Now, thanks to short lead times and high-quality Italian fabrics, the family firm is a real contender in the European market. And the kit fits beautifully too.
It's just really comfortable. As you're playing, it just moves with your body and you don't really notice, which is really good, especially when you're playing quite a fast-paced game. The last thing you want is to be worrying about how long it is or where it's tucked or if it's sort of moving wrong. It's just, if you don't feel it and it's comfortable, then you know it's good.
I think it makes you feel more confident and like we're a team all together, so it's really, really important that we all wear the right kit and all look the part so that we can feel the part and play the part and hopefully win netball games.
Winning at netball and in the marketplace, that's what customisation is all about. The London College of Fashion teaches design and marketing students from all over the world. Visiting expert Frank Pillar has come here to share his ideas with tomorrow's designers. He believes customisation's time has come.
Today's students are younger people. They grew up with the idea that they can customize their Facebook page, their homepage, they customize their music. And obviously, they also want to customize the products. And at the same level, also an infrastructure was somehow created that is helping entrepreneurs to jumpstart somehow a customization business much, much easier.
And once again, the company offers something new. So
But is there a danger that customization will put designers out of business?
I love mass customization. I think it's a great idea, and it really creates a lot of opportunities for people to really express their individuality. But I do believe it should be somewhat controlled, because in the end, that's what designers are there for, to steer the public in certain directions.
I think customization changes the designer role dramatically. But I think today, I think it's important for the designer to sort of reassess their role and look at different ways they can evolve and change and sort of interact with the consumer.
I strongly believe that also in a world of create your own, designers still will have a very important role. But they have to change a little bit their mindset. In the past, the famous designer was the one that really created this one great iconic product. And I think in the future, a great designer is one that creates a solution space, an architecture, a space where consumers can create their own products. And this is not just the product, but designers also have to care about the interface that consumers will use to utilize this space.
Europe is well known for the design, so any kind of concept focusing on design will really be successful in Europe. I'm 100% sure, because this is really the genius of Europe in comparison with other parts of the world.
So will the create your own concept ever replace high street shopping? Almost certainly not. But it does offer designers and manufacturers the chance to get to know their customers, interact with them and give them exactly what they want.
I absolutely love them. I love the shape of the new dresses. I like the material. I like the black and the pink. I've played netball for about 10 years and had loads of different dresses from different companies, but this is like my favourite one I've ever had.